What is going on, everybody? Hey, everybody, I'm Squall Charleston. Welcome to a new episode of Shuukan, TokuNet Live. We're bringing you the weekly news for this week, ending in June 2nd, 2018, for all who aren't here live with me right now. We might start doing these as audio things, too. So, yeah, perfect. If this is your first time joining us, this is TokuNet's one and only live action of course it is. News shows that we do where we cover all the news that happen in Tokusatsu, both Japanese and statewide. And if you guys notice at the top of your screen, we have a link which is also down below in the description. You may need to refresh. I just added it in a couple minutes ago. That you can go to and you can ask me questions and I will pop those up at an appropriate time in the show and I will answer and go through those with you guys. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling about this later time? Saturdays are a tricky time sometimes to plan with, so we're going to try to see if this 6 p.m. sort of push works a little bit better just because, you know, everyone's kind of at home, everyone's kind of relaxed for the day, they're not out doing crazy things, and we hopefully will see more of you guys here. But anyway, let's hop into it. Our first story of the week, Toho confirms plans to create Godzilla cinematic universe. Hey, was that Danny Coy? I'm hyped to catch you live for the first time. Thanks here for being with us. So Toho, Godzilla Cinematic Universe. On May 12th, website Nikkei Style interviewed Toho Godzilla's property producer Keiji Oda. In this interview, it was revealed that Toho has shifted its focus to creating the new Godzilla movies that will have a shared universe in mind. Additionally, they cited the current long-running Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, from Disney as a primary source of inspiration for this new focus. What the heck? They don't even mention the DC, the Dooku, the Dark Cinematic Universe from Universal. Do you guys remember that one? It only had one movie with that logo at the beginning. Within the interview, Oda, this is him here, his little Godzilla, I love it. Godzilla, man, he's thick. Within an interview, Oda cited that Toho would rather make a world of Godzilla that can be used in the long term rather than a sequel to Shin Godzilla. Moreover, World of Godzilla would give Toho the capacity to change focus on different works that would feature a different monster as the star, like Mothra, for example. Furthermore, this project will expand to a myriad of merchandise. This is the smartest idea. Like, you look at the old Godzilla films, and I feel like they were the first cinematic like universe that really had a bunch of like things like this. But to actually have movies like a Mothra movie, or you know, just all of this coming together would be amazing. I can't wait for Godzilla Avengers. It's gonna be great. Galaxy Red says, "What's up, Squall?" Hey, Galaxy Red. I just finished the first season of Ultraman Ginga. Ooh, nice. So Oda also stated that the Legendary Pictures and Warner Bros. Holds the merchandising rights to Godzilla overseas, so Toho has not had the opportunity to market other Godzilla-related media overseas. Therefore, Toho is now making plans to advance by doing overseas marketing itself, which would be super cool if we got like a Blu-ray collection or even a 4K collection of those previous Godzilla films. It's gonna be so cool. I'm so hyped for this idea. This is gonna be, you know, it's just a great idea. And I hope that if you think of like the old Godzilla films that we had, those types, and then if you like think and you remember of like the 1998 Godzilla film over here that we had, which wasn't very good, let's be honest, but to have those two potentially be able to mingle and cross and happen in the same universe, that's a cool and exciting thought. So I'm super on board with this. I'm actually going to be going through and rewatching every Godzilla film here. I think either this month or next month. I'm not sure. We're gonna hopefully do a stream of that where you can go and you can watch it with me, and we can do like some fun games in between. What's up, Marcos? Let's see. All right, let's move on. So Toho, great idea. I want that thick Godzilla figure. Look at that thing. All right. Naoki Tanaka cast as Herlock Sholmes in Lupin Ranger vs. Pata Ranger's summer movie. So if you guys aren't familiar, Naoki is a popular Japanese comedian who has been seen on Gaki no Tsukai and has been cast now in the upcoming Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger vs. Keisatsu Sentai Pato Ranger summer movie as the, and they quoted this here, attractive detective Herlock Sholmes. The character is based on the character created by Maurice LeBlanc, author of the original Arsène Lupin books, from which Lupin Rangers are based on. Tanaka commented that it feels like a dream to be able to appear in the Super Sentai series. As a child, the comedian enjoyed the original Sentai series, Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger and Jacques Dengeki Tai. Man, he's old. Holy crap, that's from like the 70s. As an adult, Tanaka has seen Engine Sentai Go Ranger and Samurai Sentai Shikanger with his children. I'm guessing they kind of fell off the bandwagon out of after Go Seija. Tanaka Taikik. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Gaki no Tsukai, they're these group of 5 guys, typically 5, that do really crazy stuff. Like after this, go and YouTube like Gaki no Tsukai or like YouTube the no laugh videos, like where they have like people that are doing lip or tongue twisters. Our Silent Library was these guys. I love these guys. These guys are the funniest thing. If you want to see the best one, they had one called Go Rangy. That one's very fun. No shit, Herlock. All right. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. This is like the first cameo guest star in a Sentai movie that I've actually been super excited for. So I can't wait for more news on this. This is great. He's one of the funniest guys on that show. Obviously Matsumoto couldn't possibly be on the show. Some of the other guys are a little bit way too adult, but Naoki here, he's a great choice. Great choice. Hello, Mina, Deca Master Fan. Thanks for joining us. So let's move on to everyone's favorite segment. Who's that Shukuman? So here we have the cast of Build, and one of these is missing. Who is it? Let's go to questions first. Let me peruse here. Just give me 1 second. What even is a Go Rangy? You damn well know what it is. All right. So this is from Anonymous. Recently, there has been a lot of debate over Kamen Rider Oz's final form, but the real question is, what is his weakest form or possible combo? I mean, my answer to this is Oz is one of these special riders that has this plethora of powers and skills that he can use, and he will find the best strategy using one of these combos, or combination of combos. We'll usually see him pretty well in battle. So if there's like a guy that's flying and he doesn't obviously go to a flying form, but like in terms of what's the weakest form possible out of, like, are you talking about like the combos? Yeah, I would say the yellows. I don't know. I always just felt like, as really cool as the design is and it looks really appealing, I was like, okay, cool, he's faster now. What is that called? There's Gatakiriba. There's what is it called? Let me know, guys. put it in the chat. I can't think right now of his made up names. But yeah, I would say that. Actually, I saw a comment today that someone said that he has multiple final forms and they're his combos, and I was like, that's a brilliant idea, actually. So he's got like 9 or 10 final forms. Oh man, this is from Kiara. I think this is your first time tuning into us, so welcome. Who's your least favorite and most favorite primary writer? If we had to go with my favorite primary writer, I really like Double. He's got this charismatic vibe to him that the show kind of gets away with more because of him. Rato Rata, that's right. I thought I was making that up in my head and I didn't want to say it out loud, and then someone like get all crotchety with me. My favorite primary writer would probably be, I really like Double. Like, he's just got this exuding charisma. Least favorite. I can't say like Ghost or Wizard because I actually haven't watched all of those yet, and that would be unfair. So the ones that I've seen, I think my least favorite, and I can't say X8 as well because I haven't seen all that. I feel like there's an obvious one here. Like, I love Forze. I love O's double. Decade I even really liked. Least favorite. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that one. Let's do one more question. Here we go. This is a good one. If you wanted another Toku show to cross over with Godzilla, which one would it be? I feel like if you had Kamen Rider or Sentai crossover with them, they would both have to cross over with them eventually. But I think Ultraman is the obvious choice. Like, in the book Ready Player One, we had Ultraman versus Mechagodzilla, and not having that in the movie, that's something that we really need. What's up, Orville? Let's see. Kabuto, yes, there you go. That's exactly it. That dude is a dick. He's a straight up jerk. I don't care what your grandma said. Kabuto, that's my answer. Or Hibiki. Hibiki was kind of a dick too, like to that kid. Anyway, Ultraman. That's it. And then here's one more. What is the worst main Kamen Rider suit design? I would say X-Aid. Not his personally, but because of his aesthetic and his design, the others had to do something similar, and the pink and the green work really well together, which is why it was so prominent in the 90s. But everybody else kind of has to fit that green and that pink aesthetic, and no other colors really work with that. Like, the blue was really awkward. The neon yellow for Snipe was ugh. So I would say X-A, just because everything had to follow in that suit, and it just did not look good or slick or well put together. It's just a jumble. It's like an attack on all your senses. Anyway, moving on. So we'll actually come back to this at the end of the show. Let me just check here, see if anybody's got the right answer. I feel like a couple people maybe got it. So Def-O Real Kamen Rider Kuga figurine has been announced. So this is a new line of chibi style figurines that stand roughly at 6 inches and feature excellent detailing. This is kind of like a better version of Funko Pop. If like a Japanese Funko Pop, if Funko Pop actually cared about their figures and gave them crazy details. It's like if Funko Pop and SH Figuarts just brutally made a baby, and these are what these have come out of. So the first in the line is Kamen Rider Kuga in his mighty form, which features clear parts in the compound eyes and belt core, which also glow red using an LED powered by batteries. So this product will be available for pre-order and is expected to ship in August. I think it's going for like 6,000 yen, so it's a little spendy, but they're really cool. Like, you can definitely see like the details that they put in the lenses, and obviously the belt, and it has proper sizing. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Funko Pop. I think it kind of sullied the market. Like, you go to a toy swap meet and half of the places are just like walls of Funko Pop, and it's just like, who really is buying these? Like, they're overproduced, mass-produced things that just like, they have no real collector merit unless if it's like a defect or something's like really rare because everybody wants one, which also lowers the price on them because anybody can have one. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent, but the coolest thing that we can talk about with this new line of Def-O Real Kamen Rider figures is that the listing also teased the eventual release of Kamen Rider Double in his Cyclone Joker form. Look at his cute little thighs. I love it. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Like Kuga's is nice. He's cool. He's got his little cookies on his knees. But then this one, that silhouette. Oh, love it. I love it. But yeah, what do you guys think of these? And I'm sorry if I offended any Funko Pop fans in the audience. It's not my thing. I think I have 3 Funko Pops, and I've only bought one of those. The first one I got was a Blue Ranger Mighty Morphin movie figure that I don't remember. I think she got it like from David Yost. I don't remember. It was a convoluted story. This is like a couple years ago. The second one I got was for a birthday gift. That was my favorite character from the Power Ranger movie, which was Zack, the Black Ranger. So I have that, and then this. And then I bought myself a Jack Torrance, The Shining pop figure, just because I told somebody when pop figures first came out, and he like collected all the Dragon Ball Z ones, and he's just like, this is gonna be so cool, I'm gonna get all of these. And obviously he could not. I told him that they're ugly and they're stupid, and the only one I would ever legitimately buy would be a Shining, if they made a Shining pop figure. And I had to swallow those words a couple months ago at Target when I found one. I didn't get the Danny or the Wendy one, just because, you know what, they're $8. They're not. Moving on. So, a couple people got this right. It was, in fact, the owner, Soichi, is that his name? Soichi? Yeah. Stock, man. Good stuff. This is a good show. I'm sorry that I put the question mark over his face. But yeah, if you haven't caught up on Build yet, you should definitely get working on that. It is strong. So, what is your response of Hasbro to make another Power Rangers movie? I was gonna make a video on this, but I was really busy the night that this came out, and I was really busy yesterday all day. You can kind of tell I'm like really sunburnt. I spent all day outside yesterday on a movie that Olivia Wilde was directing, so that was really cool. He is so tall. He's actually normal height. Everyone else is just really tiny. So I've been busy all these days, and it's like old hat. Everyone knows about it now. So I was like, you know what? But I'm super excited. Maybe less excited if they do another remake. If they don't incorporate something that they already did. I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste of time. Like this, if they remake it, the movie's going to be the exact same thing. The best thing about doing a sequel for this movie, for the one that just came out, is that all of your character building is out of the way. Now you can just have fun with these characters in a universe, and they can do whatever you want them to do. That would be, yeah. Oh, that would have been funny, but I didn't want to spoil that for anybody. If Marvel and Toei revived their long-dead partnership and did a big crossover event, how would you feel about it? I think it'd be cool. Like in the Spider-Verse we had back in, what was that, 2014 or 15? They actually had 1978 Japanese Spider-Man in that series in the comics over here, like statewide. And I was like, this is awesome. But I mean, it really depends. Like, I think ultimately, because Japan doesn't really have anything that Marvel would really be interested in, they're not compatible, which is why I'm more excited for like the Godzilla cinematic universe, is because they can make their movies, we over here can make our movies, and then they can kiss, you know, they can play with each other. So that's exciting. That's gonna be probably a much better money maker, because you get to see both worlds. Because we like to see the Japanese movies because they do crazy shit. They like to see our movies because they're crazy shit. So I feel like having a movie where they team up or like they're interacting with one another is a way better crossover event, film-wise or TV-wise. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. A Godzilla TV show? Ooh. Which Toku series had the best shows before the year 2000? The 90s Sentai were really good. The 80s Kamen Rider were really good too, like Black and Black RX. But the 90s, like Super Sentai, out of this world. Super good stuff. Obviously, you've probably seen Die Ranger. Some people have seen Kaku Ranger. I'm a big fan of Kaku Ranger. And Gingaman. As weird as that is, I wasn't a big fan of Lost Galaxy growing up, but I watched Gingaman, and the first episode hooked me, and I was like, I don't even care that they look like Charlie Brown Rangers. Like, I am in this. Go-Go 5 was really good. And then, of course, Time Ranger. Time Ranger is great. So you'll be able to see that if you haven't soon. Shout Factory will be releasing that at the end of the year. Let's see. Let's do one more. Let's see. Is the Tokusatsu Network collab with CS Toys at Power Morphicon? I don't know if I can like really fully answer this correctly. But as you see at the bottom, our ticker at the bottom of the show, they're actually one of our sponsors. They are one of our sort of partners. And we'll be running around Power Morphicon. So you can see me there. You can see Destiny Amber, our new chief. She'll be there. Paula, our old chief, will also be there. And a few other people that work for Tokusatsu Network. We don't have anything set up just because we'll be conducting interviews. We'll be like doing press coverage. We may be even like doing some Q&As where we'll be asking everybody some questions and then compiling those at the end of the event of the weekend. So look for us there. We won't be with CS Toys. They're kind of their own separate thing, but hey, we love them. They're awesome. They support us, and you should support them. If you haven't gone to CS Toys, go check them out. Let's see. Here we go. This is from Dr. Grid. If you were to create your own Toku franchise to be reincarnated every year, what would the general concept be? Do you mean like, what would the main thing of it be? Like Sentai being a team or Kamen Rider being a lone hero? Like, what exactly do you mean by this? Because I feel like a Toku I would really like to see. I don't know. I think it's cool that we have actors that are playing these characters, but like think of like the suit actors. I would want to see sort of like a Momotaro's character, like sort of like an amusement park mascot character every year that is a hero that goes around and interacts with like kids and other people that have problems. I think that would be really interesting to watch because we have those sort of like pocketing our background. They sort of like become the tapestry of the episode. They're not really the main focus of the episode. Like imagine Go Busters without the Go Busters. It's just Cheetah Nick. It's just Gorosaki, and it's Roger Rabbit. Is that his name? I don't remember. It's just those three. Like that would be my show. But like they're also superheroes, so those guys can transform. I think that would be pretty cool. And just because we don't see that very often. And I think it would be better to have it more kid-centric where every episode has like a guest star or has like an actual person, or you can even have like a commander or like a human that they interact with, like the cafe owner or something. I don't know. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be cool to do too. Just because like, just think of like the GIFs and the memes that you could make from some of that. Like someone in a mascot suit, like just running through, like in TokuNet, like where that really fat mascot is just like running through like the minefield of like explosions. It would be like that, but every episode. All right, here we go from, let's see, what is the most underrated Sentai series? You know what? I really feel like it's Go Onger. Because people have watched TokuNet and they can say to me with a straight face that they didn't enjoy it, which makes me question some things about their fundamental skills. But like, Go Onger is the one that I have only heard good things from people that have completed it. It's not the best season, I'll give it that, but like it is it's criminally underrated. Gosager being kind of another one of those underrated ones too, but Gosager was like, you know, it it dragged on, whereas Go Onger was like doing goofy and weird stuff the whole 49 episodes plus movies. So like it had this energy to it that I think was super addictive, and the ending dance was super fun too. So yeah. But anyway, that's our show for the week. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shuukan TokuNet Live. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment or in the little chat here. Otherwise, you can contact me on Twitter at SquallCharleston or anybody else on the staff, and we'll get back to you as promptly as we can. We also have a Discord that we just set up for Tokusatsu Network. You'll have to go to the Twitter because I forgot to put the link in the description. But let's see. Thank you as always for watching. Be sure to visit our website at tokusatsunetwork.com for more information, photos, and videos on these stories. We have another one that you might want to check out while you're over there that we didn't cover today in our video, and that is the next Kamen Rider series' Gashapon details revealed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. As always, I will see you this time next week. Let us know. be sure to like comment here or comment on Twitter if this time works for you or doesn't work for you. And yeah, it was kind of a short one. We didn't have a lot of news. Maybe I could have covered some of the stuff that I missed last week, but like, I don't know. I think the questions kind of help supplement some of the other stories too, like Hasbro and everything. But you know what? That's our show. That's what we got to deal with. But hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I will see you guys this very next week. Same place on Saturday. And I might actually be doing a stream later tonight over on my channel, which is just Squall Charleston. The link for that is actually down below. So if you haven't gone over there and checked out some of those videos, go do that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye.